This guy has sold more than, and it's hard to wrap your head around this number, more than 100 million albums during the course of a career that spanned nearly 3 decades. He's in the midst of a tour that will bring him to MTS Centre in Winnipeg for the first time in 20 years. You'll have a lot of opportunity to win your way to that show, by the way. We are so pleased to have Garth Brooks with us this morning. Garth, thank you so much for the time. We so appreciate it.
Good morning to you. Did you say flurries?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you're going to have to get rid of those by the time we get up there, please.
Yeah, I know. It's like salt in the wound this late in the season. It's been a long time coming. Garth, when we say 100 million albums, I certainly can't wrap my head around that. What is that like from your perspective? Because I'm sure at the outset of any artist's career, they can only dream of that kind of success.
Yeah, you know what? When you first started out, all you thought of was just that gold record. That's all. You know, that was like one of your goals, getting to actually play music on the road and actually make a living, where you can pay your band members and stuff was another goal. Anything past that, you know, you just never saw. And truthfully, anything past that, you just don't count. It's like just lucky that you're getting to play music, get out there, and the numbers are what they are. But what I found in this business is if you just have fun, take care of the music, everything else is going to take care of itself. So it's pretty neat to hear that stuff. But the truth is I kind of just focus on getting to play music, getting to go from city to city, seeing these faces, and getting to listen to people to sing. That's what it's all about for me.
You know, I've always wondered, you're a guy, Garth, who has... We were chatting around the office yesterday about, you know, who has made not necessarily the greatest impact on the world of country music, but I think you would fall into that category. You have inspired an entire generation of country music lovers, and that's not to make anybody feel old, but really anybody who's been following along with Garth throughout the years. What does that mean to you to know that you've influenced young artists, you've influenced fashion, you've influenced songwriting?
I'm trying to digest that right now because, you know, the guys for me, you know, that did exactly what you're saying, guys like Haggard and Jones, Johnny Cash, George Strait, you know, these guys. So I think, you know, George Strait said it best when he says, you still feel 25. So I don't know if anything ever changes for us. For those guys are always going to be the gods, and guys like me are always going to be punks in my head simply because that's how you're raised. So I don't think I look at it that way. I think I just look at it as a guy that's very blessed. I feel very grateful to get to be touring at this level, this late. My children are healthy, thank God, and the greatest gift I ever received from the people in God was to go home with them until they took off for college. You tour the world with the love of your life, and life's pretty good.
You know, I think a lot of people were shocked when you made that announcement, 16 years ago, that you were kind of stepping back and you wanted to be that dad to your girls. Was that I don't think it was a difficult decision, I think, for you in terms of being a dad, right? But were you worried that on the musical side of things that fans might forget about you? Did that cross your mind?
I had written off even the chance of coming back. I knew I was saying goodbye to that. I was stunned. Like I said, the greatest gift I ever had was to get to go home and raise my babies. I was stunned by the second greatest gift I ever got, that people would show up again on a tour. So just really enjoying it, really thankful. And, you know, the fact that people are showing up in the numbers that they are stunning. But my favorite thing is the attitude in which they show up. These people are showing up, man, with great smiles on their faces. They're singing their butts off, you know, every syllable to every word of every verse and chorus, and it's fantastic, and it is a blessing, and I feel very thankful.
You know, we live in, I call it the Kardashian era, which for them it works, right? But one of the things that I love about you, we don't know a lot about your 3 girls, and maybe that's a good thing. Well, right. What's been the most difficult thing about being a dad when you're such a well-known figure?
I don't think that even played in. To tell you the truth, the girls. I would say if I had one thing that I wish that there was some way I could have found a answer for, but I think it doesn't matter. Whatever your child faces is your own thing as a parent. my children wanted to be so normal that there was a lot of times I found them not giving 100% so they could fit into the crowd. They didn't want to excel in some things because it made them stand out, and they just wanted to be one of the kids. And that was a hard thing for me because when we're all kids, if you're like me, you grew up with no money, and the only way you were going to get out of the small town you were in was either sports or something, but you had to excel. And so which means you competed hard. And my kids there were times that I basically watched them not do their best so they wouldn't stand out because they just wanted to be called a normal kid. And that was a weird thing for me to watch, and seeing them as they grow up and seeing them now as they're looking at life. I think they're starting to catch on that they need to be the best they can be every chance that they get. So that was probably the only thing that I wasn't prepared for. Still, if I had to run again, wouldn't be prepared for it. It's just it's a way of thinking that I've never known.
And so your youngest is how old now?
She's going to be 20 so they all turn in the summer, so they're going to be 24, 22, and 20. Can you believe it?
No, actually I can't, which again makes me feel a little bit older.
My babies.
They're always going to be your babies, right?
Amen.
So what are they interested in? And yeah, that must have been difficult, right? Watching them grow up, and you're trying to shield them from, all of that stuff that comes along with fame and celebrity. But so they're at the point where they're kind of choosing their own path. And what is that path? When you're the daughter of Garth Brooks, what are you doing?
You know what they are? I happen to be their dad. That is it. They're not the daughter of Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks happens to be the father of these three amazing girls. And they all have their paths right now. And right now, if you look back at your life at 20, 24, I'm not sure I knew what I was doing. I was going to college, wasn't sure what I was going to do. But at 20, I haven't even picked up a guitar yet. So that'll tell you how different life is for me now than it was when I was 20. So it's pretty cool. You got to, as a parent, every parent knows it too. You just got to run behind them with your hands out. If they fall, try and help them up. But picking them own selves up is one of the greatest lessons they can learn. So as a parent, we try and take losing out of our kids' life. But I'm telling you, some of the greatest lessons in your life will come after losing. So just you got to get them out there. You got to put them in the game and know that they're going to get roughed up, and pray to God they survive it and go on to the next lesson.
Man, I love that sentiment. You have no idea. And I know time is tight for you, Garth, but before we let you go, with all of the things that you've accomplished, the accolades, the awards, the record sales, is there anything that, Garth has on his bucket list of something that you haven't done yet that you really want to do, music related or not?
No, I got to tell you, my bucket list ended December 10th, 2005, when Miss Sherwood said, yes, that was it for me. And now I think my bucket list probably, I have one thing on it, and that is just to get to keep doing what I'm getting to do at this level, at this attitude, this pace. Everybody's been so sweet. So just to continue it, to come into Winnipeg and have a better time than I had last time. And last time we had a rocking time. So I look forward to that.
It has been such a pleasure, Garth, chatting with you. And again, we thank you for making music that really matters. And I think for my generation, certainly you've defined country music for our world, and certainly best wishes and hope you continue to do that. And thanks again for the time. It was awesome.
Thank you very much. You have the best morning. I'll see you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Garth Brooks with us. Don't forget, tickets for his June 18th MTS Center show on sale tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Ticketmaster.ca/Garth Brooks. Get your account set up ahead of time and listen for your chance to win with the big ticket. Coming up, full look at news, sports, and weather with Daryl Brown. Stay with us on Country 107.